First things first. The answer is 7.
7.
Why is 7 the answer?
Because I like the number.
All right, that sounds good. Let's start with this. Have you been to London yet to play as a player in the NFL?
Yeah, I have. I've been to London before. It's when it was when sorry, I meant thought. But yeah, it was last year. Last year was my first year.
So when it comes to this trip, is it any different than, let's say, going to the West Coast, going to Denver? Did you feel like the actual travel itself was a challenge?
I mean, no, I mean it was different, because you're going to a complete different country, and the area is different, But other than that, I felt like the time when I went, we was able to stay locked in, and was able to just understand where we're at and why we're there. It was fun. I'd say that.
Okay. All right. I like that. For you, health-wise, after missing 2 games, 2.5 games, really, how did it feel to be back out there this past weekend?
I mean, I thank God, honestly, for allowing me to just be able to stay diligent. The trainers here doing an amazing job. The people here doing an amazing job. But honestly, I just really give God the glory for being able to go out there and being able to play and be able to play well. So it felt amazing to be back with the guys. Gosh, I miss being out there with the guys. So I'm thankful that I'm back and I'm healthy.
How would you evaluate the run defense from the first 3 games of the season to kind of these last few where maybe you guys have struggled a little bit?
One thing we try to do is just like to make sure that we take our corrections and we take the things that we need to work on and just apply it to our future. Really, that's really all what it comes down to. So there's always growth moments. The moment you stop growing is when you really hinder yourself from being as good as you or as great as you can be. So biggest evaluation for us is honestly, let's just keep growing from where we've been.
Zone read has kind of caused some problems for this defense. Why do you think that is?
I mean, look, it's football. Things happen. Teams watch film, right? Ultimately, we just have to take the corrections and understand what we have to do when we get certain looks like that.
Russell Wilson hasn't really looked like Russell Wilson, so to speak, this year. For you, when you look at the Broncos offense, where can they be most dangerous?
Look, they're a really good team. They're a team in the NFL, and Russell Wilson, his resume speaks for itself. So we're not going in there saying anything but like we have to compete as hard as we can because it is a game, and anything can happen in any game.
You personally, I say on the sideline, you're one of the guys that's really the vocal, rallying the troops when you guys are breaking down the huddle and stuff like that. Have you always been like that in your whole career?
It was something I grew into in my earlier years. I'm still a young player, I would like to say, but just something that's just like that God has allowed me to be able to do. If I have a message on my heart, I don't keep it to myself. Otherwise, that would be selfish. And especially if it can help and encourage someone else. But however, coming together and being able to just speak what's on my heart and a message that a lot of the team aligns with, I think it's in the right setting and at the right time, and I feel like it's appropriate.
In a 4-game losing streak like this, how much does this locker room need someone to step up like that and to speak and get everybody together?
I don't think it's just someone. I think we just all need each other. And I think that's the bottom line. You go through adversity like that. No one wants to go through that. So when guys glue together, even more so. So I don't think it's any one particular person. I think the entire group, the entire body of men in this men, women, and everybody that's involved in this, we all just need to stick together